Hi, my loves. Let's get into some quick readings here. I'm going to pull a card for each zodiac sign for what you can expect here this Virgo season. So happy Virgo season. Happy birthday to my Virgo babies out there. Wishing you all an amazing year around the sun here, full of so many blessings, magic, all the good things that your heart desires. So let's go ahead and get into it. Feel free to watch these messages for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Check out the description box below for the timestamps if you want to just kind of jump around and get to your messages. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's see what we got going on for my for all 12 zodiac signs for Virgo season. Also, I've got my free Activate Your Goddess Archetype guidebook that is available for download. 'Tis the season of the goddess, so make sure that you tap into that. That information is also below in the description box. It is a free download, so definitely get into it, okay? So let's see, I just saw 111 on the screen, so that might be an angel number for some of you. Okay, the spirits are like this. Next one is it. This one right off the top, they say, okay, let's get into it. So we're going to start, of course, with the birthday girl, boy, whatever you label yourself as, okay? So let's get into it. Virgo, we have, oh my gosh, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, satisfaction, ultimate happiness. Like, it gets no better than this for a birthday message, okay? So things are looking really beautiful. For some of you, you're having a major wish come true. I'm getting, wow, and I don't usually read this card like this, but I'm literally getting, for some of you, 9 wishes coming true. That is huge. Okay. So maybe these are even gifts that you're receiving for your birthday. Maybe you're going to get like 9 different gifts or something like that. But it looks really good, guys. You know, whatever y'all got going on, keep doing it. You're glowing. You are unlocking all of these treasures here. Just within inside of you is what I'm seeing as well. So some of you may be activating new gifts, new skills, talents that you're going to be shining out into the world. So yes, Virgo, get into it. This is the wish card. So look, if you haven't made a birthday wish, go ahead and do that already. All right. And for some of you, that birthday wish will be coming true within the next 9 days. Okay. For some of you, this wish fulfillment, whatever this is, if it's something a little bigger, it might take up to 9 weeks. All right. So let's move on next to Libra. We have the Three of Swords. Okay, Libra. So you may be dealing with a breakup, a falling out, a heartbreak of some sort. There may be a lot of confusion around a situation involving matters of the heart. All right, some of you may be feeling the Venus retrograde kind of kicking your ass. She is going direct here on the 3rd, but will be in a post-shadow phase for the rest of September. Okay, so it's really not until like October, I think 7th or something, where she is out of the post-shadow phase. That's really when we get a break, okay? So I'm sorry you guys might be going through this right now. It is temporary. For some of you, I will say there can be some heartache possibly surrounding a third-party situation, okay? So if you were involved in like a love triangle, or you feel like you know, someone is kind of keeping you as an option or something like that, you definitely may be feeling the pain, the grief of that. Like, this is a pretty rough card. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this bitch over here screaming. So I was gonna say the word agony. So look, it might be that intense for some of you, where it's a bit agonizing, whatever the situation is. But this too shall pass. Okay. For some of you, get out of your head. This is the Swords card, which represents your thoughts. Which for you, Libra, you are you know, kind of ruled by your intellect, your mind. So for some of you, you're ruminating way too much on maybe a breakup or something from the past. You're needing to find healthy distractions. So definitely look for those. Hang out with your friends. Get into your workout routines. I don't know. Get into your prayers. Whatever you do, okay? But find you a nice healthy distraction. For some of you, there could be relief coming within the next 3 days to 3 weeks. Also, there's a flower essence that you may want to use. I personally used it before. It works wonders. It's called the Star of Bethlehem. Okay. Check it out on Amazon. They sell the flower essences by Bach Remedies, Bach. Bach remedies. But yes, the Star of Bethlehem helps in neutralizing grief. So if that's something you've been dealing with, you definitely want to check that out. Okay. Moving on next to Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for you guys. We have Judgment. Some of you are in the process of making a big decision here. For some of you, you may be revisited by the past, especially with Venus and Mercury retrograde, as well as like 5 other planets. So we've got a whole retrograde party going on right now, Scorpio. So for some of you, you are feeling the effects of the retrograde. You're feeling that pull to reflect on the past, to possibly revisit the past. There could be conversations that you're revisiting, let me circle back, let me make sure, that I've said everything that I needed to say, or that I understood the other person, the way that I needed to. There's a lot of you just kind of reflecting and analyzing some things to make sure it's a right decision for you. Okay. For some of you, you are feeling called to ascend to a higher level. For some of you, this may be about some self-judgment that is coming through as well, that is keeping you from ascending. Okay. Some of you are like way too hard on yourselves. You're judging yourself maybe for past actions and things like that. No one's perfect. And I got to be honest, Scorpio, we're all going to be the bad guy in somebody's story at some point. So you might as well make peace with it. And I'm hearing make peace with it, release it, move the fuck on, and know that your past mistakes, they don't define you. That's not what makes you. What makes you is you choosing to learn from those mistakes and you choosing to do better. Okay, so that's all that is. That's all that is. Now, for some of you, there could be a judgment coming through this Virgo season that is being made in your favor. This isn't always a negative thing. Sometimes it can be like, oh yeah, you went through an interview process and boom, we want to select you for the job or something. Okay, so it could very well be something like that. I'm seeing for some of you, September 20th could be a significant date for you. All right. Moving on next to Sagittarius, we have the Hanged Man. All right, Saggy. So for you guys, things are kind of in limbo right now because all of these retrogrades seem to be holding up your energy. The Hanged Man is Neptune, Pisces energy. Okay, so whether you have Pisces in your chart or not, you are still being affected by Neptune retrograde, which is shifting your perspective on things. Okay. Some of you are having some aha moments, spiritual enlightenment type of moments here. Also, the Hangman is about surrendering and letting go to a higher plan, letting go when it comes to your plans and trusting in the divine plan, right? So some of you are in that space right now where, maybe things don't necessarily make the most sense. There might not be a lot of movement going on right now either. I'm hearing you're in the waiting room. You're in the waiting room right now when it comes to your blessings or when it comes to like this next phase of your life. So you got to kind of wait it out a little longer. For some of you, it might not be too much longer. There could be something significant about September the 12th. Okay. That is kind of freeing you up in some way. So that's not too far away. All right. Moving on next to Capricorn, we have the Six of Swords. You're moving on from something here this Virgo season. You're like, yeah, I'm over it. Don't want to do it. Some of you are literally packing your bags and moving somewhere. Okay. So best wishes with your move and your transition. You're moving away from some sort of drama, tough times. Like it's just been a lot. Okay. So, you are prioritizing your peace of mind here with the Six of Swords. You don't have time for the drama. You just want to get back into a better space mentally. For many of you with this swords factor coming up, there could have been an ending of some sort that has been a catalyst for you moving on. Okay. Whether this is the ending of a relationship, the ending of a job, the ending of a lease is something that I'm hearing as well. Some of you, if you had roommates, you're going to be moving into your own place is what I'm seeing. So that's always fun. I guess depending on who you are, not everybody likes to live by themselves, but I do see that some of you, this may be a new adventure for you, just on those terms of kind of like living on your own, being a little more independent. I'm really drawn to her red shawl here, which is making me think of the root chakra and your connection to the earth and your feelings of being secure in the world and being safe in the world, and also being capable to take care of yourself and be self-reliant. So these are also things that are coming through here for some of you. I don't know if you're moving somewhere near water, okay, or maybe there's a beach or something like that. Some of you could just be doing some traveling here this month, maybe taking a cruise, okay? Moving on to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have the Nine of Wands for Virgo season. You're feeling a little defensive, on guard here. Like you're needing to protect yourself. There could be some boundaries that you feel like, okay, I gotta set these boundaries with this person because they got me messed up, basically. So this Nine of Wands, yeah, like, you know, do you, but sometimes you do need to be mindful. This can be a card that it's like my PTSD card. So the way that we kind of project onto other people, you know, past things that we've gone through. For some of you, trust issues, you know, you kind of skeptical of other people or skeptical maybe of somebody that's trying to get close to you here during this Virgo season. You're just like, I don't know about you. And you may, that could be valid, but it could also be a reflection of something deeper, some sort of unresolved wounding there as well. I just saw 1111 on the screen, so that can be an angel number for you. So, you know, this is a time as we wrap up Venus retrograde that you do want to spend that time in self-reflection, that you do want to spend that time, you know, really being honest with yourself about how you've been showing up in relationships, being honest with yourself about maybe some blind spots that you have as far as your healing is concerned and things that have gone unaddressed. All right. So this is definitely the time to do it. You know, nonetheless, you guys are feeling strong. Yeah, I'm hearing that Kanye West stronger, better, faster, stronger. Yeah, whatever doesn't kill me makes me stronger. That whole shit. Okay. So, yeah, you are feeling stronger by some type of circumstances that you've gone through in life. For some of you, like you've been going through a really long cycle, maybe the past 9 months or even 9 years for some of you, where it's like, ooh, it's been an uphill battle. But I will say you're getting close to the finish line. You're one step away from that 10 of Wands, okay? Which would be, for some of you, a complete release of whatever this trauma is that you've been holding on to. For others of you, this would be the ending of a really tough cycle that will be approaching here soon. For some of you, there could be something significant within the next 9 days or something about September the 9th, okay? Moving on next to Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements for the month of Virgo. We have the Queen of excuse me, I was going to say Swords. So look, I don't know if some of you are connected to a Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe you've got some air in your chart, but this is the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So you're spending time here, you know, just taking care of yourself, beautifying your space, your home. Some of you are getting real nice and cozy, maybe kind of preparing for the fall and getting into that space where you're, you know, wanting to nest a bit. This is a very nurturing energy here. I'm seeing some of you cooking. Oh, I actually just smelled some food. Wow. And there's no food cooking in my house. So look, somebody might be cooking up a real nice meal right now and it smells delicious. Okay. Look, can you make me a plate? But I see you really focusing on your health as well, like eating more nutritional foods, eating more vegetables. I'm hearing root vegetables as well, fruits, you know, things that grow from the earth. Okay. Some of you might be doing like a little detox, a little juicing cleanse or something like that. Now with this Queen of Pentacles, you're also nurturing not only your body, but you're nurturing your coin. You're nurturing, you know, whatever makes you money, okay? So there could be a project that you're working on. This can be your business. This can be a job that you're developing yourself in and, you know, getting better and better every day. So this looks wonderful. Pisces, some of you may be dealing with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that may be significant to you. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, she's also like wifey vibes. So I don't know, when it comes to love, some of you may be viewed as this Queen of Pentacles by someone that you're connecting with, or you could be looking at somebody that way. Like, oh yeah, that's my Queen of Pentacles. So I ain't mad at it. All right, so moving on next to Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, we have the Four of Pentacles, okay? So for you guys, money might be a little tight. This is not the time to be spending frivolously as we wrap up, you know, this last little bit of Venus retrograde, okay? I know maybe it's been a little frustrating for some of you. The past 4 months, like financially, have just been really tight, okay? It's going to start opening up for you. I'm getting within the next, for some of you, as early as 4 days, but more than likely 4 weeks would be a more realistic time frame with the Venus going direct and everything. So yeah, even the 4th, September 4th, I think she goes direct on the 3rd or the 4th, depending on where you're at in the world. So for some of you, just hold off until then. Don't spend a lot of money, especially between now and the 4th, because there's just not a whole lot coming in that I'm seeing, especially like if you've got a business or something, it's like things might be a little slow right now, okay? Or there might be like more expenses than there is money coming in. So with that being said, just wait it out, be patient. Like I said, I do feel like within the next 4 weeks, things should start opening up for you. For others of you, there may be some boundaries that you're setting. You're recognizing like, I'm hearing when it comes to your, when it comes to your body, when it comes to sex, some of you have put up some boundaries with a person who maybe you feel like you don't really value me, you don't really care about me. Maybe you're misusing my resources, and your body, hey, it is a resource, okay? It is something that is just full of energy and full of life force. And when you're exchanging that with another person, hey, you're giving away of your resources here. So for some of you, you're like, nah. Somebody might be asking you for money this month or during Virgo season. And I think you're being honest. Like, I don't have it. Sorry. So they'll deal. They'll have to figure it out. Just like you got to take care of your finances, they've got to take care of theirs, right? So moving on next to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements for the month of Virgo season, or for Virgo season. We have the 7 of Pentacles. All right, Taurus. So this is a time right now where you're pausing, reflecting, taking stock of things. This for me is like a retrograde type of card where we are meant to just pause, to just reflect, review, reassess our approach. For some of you, when it comes to your money, there could be something you're trying to grow for yourself financially. I'm also hearing commitment. Okay, so for others of you, this may be commitment that you're like growing into with another person. You're not quite there yet. It might be like another 3 months before you and this person decide to like really commit to each other. So what is that, like the holiday season or something like that? So isn't that like technically cuffing season, I guess? So yeah, some of you are going to be booed up here. Like within the next 3 months, you're going to be in an official relationship, quite possibly with someone that you might end up marrying if that's something that you want. For others of you, you're manifesting a business partnership that's going to come through very solid, or a new job opportunity. Like I said, give it another 3 months. It is on its way. All right. So yeah, I know maybe things right now feel a little delayed, but it's because of the retrogrades. Also, there could be something significant about September 7th, or something within the next 7 days to 7 weeks that could be taking place for you. Okay. Moving on next to Gemini. Yes. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for Virgo season. We have the 6 of Pentacles. You guys are getting some money. Some money is coming in for you. Some money that is owed, that is long overdue. Okay. I don't know what this is. Somebody owed you money. You let them borrow, whatever the case may be. Okay. But it's coming your way. For some of you, this may be some sort of government assistance that you're receiving. Or, maybe a family member, a friend, somebody just kind of like giving you some money or something. I don't know. But hey, who doesn't want to receive money, right? So there is something coming in for you guys here, possibly around September 6th or within the next 6 days. You can be receiving some sort of financial increase here. I will say it's not a whole ton of money. It's a little something that will help, but yeah, as far as like a big windfall, I'm not seeing that, but you do got a little something coming in. Okay. With the 6 of Pentacles, I would be mindful of this in a relationship aspect. Sometimes this can be dealing with someone who's kind of breadcrumbing you or not really giving you very much. Yeah, so that too is something that you just want to be considerate of, especially the way that you have your hands out and just kind of like ready to receive, and this person's kind of like a little hesitant, like I'm gonna give you this one little bit, okay? So yeah, you want to be mindful of like personal relationships that you're dealing with that may not be as reciprocal as they could be when it comes to that give and take. But that may also be something that you need to consider. Wow, I'm also now seeing this as like both of your hands. So this is like coming into right balance with how much you're giving and taking, giving and receiving. Um, so some of you could definitely be in a space of reevaluating things. You know, am I getting a return on my investment with this? Essentially, whether it is a business, a job, a relationship, lifestyle change, whatever it is. And it's like, am I getting a return on my investment? Okay, is this all balancing out here for me? All right. So moving on next to Cancer. Are we on Cancer? Wait a minute. I feel like I skipped something. No, I didn't. Okay. I'm like, what season are we in? Cancer. Okay, Cancer, you have the Tower. All right. So you guys got a little bit of drama coming through. It could be around September the 16th. Now, this may just be some sort of like awakening that some of you are having, but usually the Tower kind of brings a little bit of drama with it, okay? So there could be something, I will say, in your life that's kind of like falling apart. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's actually not bad because whatever is falling apart is meant to. It has been divinely orchestrated for this thing to kind of phase out of your life so that you can enter into something new. Okay. I'm seeing lightning. So I don't know, like on the 16th, there could be something significant about like thunderstorms or something like that. I would say with the Tower, sometimes we do need to be mindful. Sometimes these are events we can't control, like a natural disaster or even an accident of some sort. Okay. So I will say, you want to be mindful. You might be a little more accident prone here during Virgo season. Okay, to the point where it's like you end up doing something. I'm getting for some of you, it's even like pushing yourself too hard at the gym. I also got a vision of someone playing basketball and like pulling something like in their leg or some shit. So just be mindful, you know, to not go too hard if you haven't like worked up your endurance quite yet. Maybe making sure you're stretching and things of that nature, especially if this has to do with anything physical. All right. For others of you, you're going through a big transformation here, where there may be a bit of a shedding of the old and building something new. All right. So this Tower can also represent something that you have put a lot of time and energy into, a long-term relationship, a job that you've been working with for a while, a business that you've had for a while, and you may now be at a point where you're deciding like, and it might not even be your decision. It could be the universe coming in like, this isn't working. We need to reposition you. That's what this is. You guys are getting maybe an earlier dose of the eclipse season energies. That's what the Tower is. Okay. So you guys, this might actually be a preview of more to come for you as we shift into Libra and Scorpio seasons. Okay. Because we got a new moon solar eclipse in Libra season, then we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus during Scorpio season. So, and the Tower is a Scorpio card. So there could be something coming full circle by Scorpio season for some of you. Okay. For some of you might be moving. Okay. This can be a relocation of your home or even a job or something like that. You know, even when it comes to your business, you might be closing up shop and choosing to just, you know, have an online business, or you might be moving your business to a different location. And once again, for some of you, I will say it might not be, you know, your first choice, because I don't know what this is. Like I'm getting a leak, like a busted pipe or some shit, where it's like you got to move out, like that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm sorry, you know, whatever that is. Hopefully it'll be remedied soon, quickly, swiftly, easily, all the good things. Okay, so last but not least, moving on to Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so you're feeling the love here. At least, you know, that's what you're open to. Okay, this is a time where this love is coming from spirit. It's not so much coming from another person. So you may be in a space where you're in a bit of solitude, you know, spending that time to nurture your connection with the divine, but also to nurture the connection with your self. Okay, with your internal world, your emotional world. There may be some things that you're kind of resolving within those spaces. I'm seeing spiritual baths for some of you, okay? Spending time near water, near the ocean, could be significant. Working with water deities. I'm seeing that for some of you here as well. This is also an energy of pouring into yourself, filling your own cup. The Queen of Cups is typically very self-sacrificial, and she's always caring for other people. And this card comes up when we need a reminder to take care of ourselves, okay? So, with that being said, do what you need to do. For some of you, this is about your emotional world, so make sure you're doing your journaling or going to your therapy sessions, or I don't know, whatever other ways that you kind of get your feelings out. For some of you, I'm getting it's through music. Once again, I was talking about the spiritual baths there as well. Some of you may be taking some of those, going into the ocean or something like that. Like, do something. I want you guys to set an intention, okay, Leo, for this month ahead, or for Virgo season, to connect with yourself on that emotional level. I want you to just choose one thing that you're going to be doing to connect with yourself on that emotional level. And I want you to make that your ritual every day during Virgo season, because Virgo is all about routines and rituals, okay? So, for some of you, like I said, it might be something as simple as journaling. I'm going to journal about my feelings at the end of every day, okay? For others of you, it might be, while you're taking a shower every day, you're doing some sort of creative visualization where you're imagining your energy field being cleansed and purified. For some of you, this to me looks like a singing bowl. So some of you might be working with a singing bowl every day as well, to harmonize your energy. So, it can be different for everybody. I'm also seeing fish. I don't know if somebody's got a pet fish, you're buying a fish or something like that. Cute. There could also be a connection to a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, that could be significant to you. Okay. So, am I done? I'm kind of feeling drawn to pull an oracle card for all of us, for all of the signs, to kind of wrap up this message. So I'm going to get my archetype deck because I don't use it enough. So let's get it. Okay, so we're going to use the wild unknown archetypes here to see what our archetype is for Virgo season, what we all are being invited to kind of tap into here with this Virgo energy. So let me just... I love these cards so much. I don't use them as much as I could. Okay, I don't want all of those. I just want one. So let's try it again. Barely got a shuffle in. All right, Spirit. What is our collective archetype that we're meant to tap into here? These cards are like so hard to shuffle because they're round. Okay, let's see what we have going on. Okay. All right. I said this is it. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't shuffle on screen. My little stand for my phone, like, it broke, so I had to revert back to my old one, and it doesn't like pull as far away. It's just like super wonky. I just need to buy the old one that I had before this again. So let's see here. We have, interesting. I like this. I've never pulled this card. This is a fairly new deck for me. I haven't used it too often, so I have barely scratched the surface with the cards in this deck. So I will read from the Oracle or from the guidebook to make sure I'm covering all of the messages here. But with the comic coming through, laugh a little, laugh a lot, okay? Laugh at your pain, okay? And I know that's really difficult to do. But yeah, like, For some of you, are you a comedian? Maybe you want to do stand-up comedy or some shit. Like, hey, more power to you. That's amazing. But also, like I said, this is just about, you know, making more light of your life and not kind of feeding into so much of that heaviness. Okay, so I'm going to read from the book here what the comic is about. So the comic is the Joker, the clown, or the fool, like in the tarot. That would be that card. The comic carries a remedy for all that ails this world. Amid the deepest pain and suffering, there is always a potential to lift up and out of the darkness through laughter. Though dismissed by some as lowbrow or unsophisticated, this archetype actually has a highly advanced mind. Some may use the word genius, as humor requires one to see the situation from afar rather than to be swept away by the drama. The comic sees and accepts the messiness of life, using it as material to be mixed and shaped into a potion to soothe the stressed and serious mind. They literally lighten us up. Thus, within the comic is usually the sage or the magician working healing magic upon any audience who will lend an ear. The comic may be the archetype that heals the deep division in our world, one pun at a time. I love this. Oh my gosh. Look, this just lit my heart up because I needed this message. Because yeah, like I know for a lot of us, things have been really challenging here, just energetically. And I know with Virgo, kind of some of their more shadowy energy, they can be overthinkers. They can be very nervous and anxious, and kind of swept away in the drama, right? So we want to lean more towards that light side of, you know, trying to find even just the tiniest bit of humor there that you can find, okay, in your situation. So if you want to share in the comments, you know, if you feel vulnerable, you want to do that. This is a safe space, no judgment. But, you know, if you want to share maybe, you know, something humorous about a challenging situation that you're going through right now, you're more than welcome to do so. I'm actually going to post something on the community tab that I came across on Twitter. Not Twitter. Twitter's not a thing anymore. That I came across on Threads earlier today that I thought was fucking hilarious, and it pertained to like my personal experience. So I'm going to share that on the community tab here later. Maybe if y'all want to head over there and share some of your challenging experiences that you're finding a little humor in, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, let me see. There's a few more things to cover here. So when in the light, the comic is hilarious, ingenious, spirited, and easygoing. When the comic is reflecting its shadow energy, it is sarcastic, harsh, brooding, and drunk. Okay. So to go deeper into the energy of the comic, you need to maybe meditate on some images of the laughing Buddha, or take up some stand-up or improv comedy, okay? Whether you're doing it yourself or whether you're going to watch like a comedy show or something like that, you need to laugh, okay? Joy, jokes, and smiles are signs of a happy heart. Be wary of spiritual practices or teachers who leave the comic by the wayside, okay? So if your spirituality isn't bringing about any laughter, any joy, then you might need to make some adjustments there, okay? The comic has plenty of shade to throw on others, and it can fall into shadow at the drop of a hat. Beware of their sharp claws. So that's that Virgo energy too, which, you know, they can kind of be a little judgmental, okay? And oftentimes it's more of a reflection of their own inner critic, which is very loud. So they can sometimes kind of project that outwardly if they're not mindful. So yes, we all need to be mindful of this during Virgo season. Whether you're a Virgo or not, you're going to be feeling this energy. So it's like, okay, look, you can be shady, right? Right? Or you can just have fun and like, yeah, sure, you can be a jokester and all of that, but within good taste, right? You don't have to be an ass about it or be kind of like a mean girl or anything, mean boy, whatever. Yeah, so that's something to just kind of keep in mind here as well, okay? Leaning more into that light side, but for those of you where some of those shadowy elements kind of reflect maybe where you're at right now, maybe this is a time to just kind of dive a little deeper into, you know, what's going on here, and maybe why you're kind of in this more cynical space is what I'm seeing here as well. And I mean, look, we're looking at the spread here. We do have quite a few zodiac signs that may be kind of in this darker side of this energy, feeling a little more cynical, feeling a little more like, whatever, like, you know, everything sucks, or this is just so bad, or, and I'm not saying that it's not, but once again, if you can, just try to find a little some funny in there. It'll kind of lighten the mood for you and just make Virgo season a lot easier, because guys, with Mercury being retrograde in Virgo as well, overthinking is going to be on 10,000. Okay. You know, you're going to be over there beating yourself up and feeling like a shitty ass person for no reason. And you don't need to do that to yourself. Okay. So one way to make yourself feel better is to literally laugh. I'm going to share something with you guys. I don't normally share. Look, at least I'm not like recording myself doing this. I don't do it too often. It's just like whenever I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, that one thing. So when I lived in California years ago, I was having a really bad day one day, and I was in my room and I was just looking into the mirror, and all of a sudden I just started making like bunny faces, like bunny rabbit faces, like doing the little teeth and everything, and doing my fucking hand. It was so fucking ridiculous. Like, if I can put my ego to the side for a little bit, maybe I will record myself doing this goofy ass shit. But I kid you not, I stood in the mirror for like fucking 10 minutes doing this fucking rabbit face and these rabbit hands and cracking up at myself. And mind you, literally before I had started doing it, I was feeling terrible. Like, I was just like mad at the world and like, oh, nothing's working out. And I don't know what came over me, but something was like, do some silly faces. And we did them and we felt better. So that may be something that some of you want to try right now, you know, especially some of you. Look, we got a bit of intense energies for some of you. Okay. So definitely go ahead, get in the mirror, get your rabbit face on, you know, whatever the fuck you like to do. Like, look, I be over here meowing. Like, me and my friend, we literally send meow fucking voice notes back and forth to each other. It's fucking ridiculous. Shout out to my friend Honey. I love you very much. But yes, please laugh a little more, guys. Someone might have like an orange cat. Okay, I just saw this cat, kind of like a little Garfield or something like that. Okay. But all right, my loves, with that being, oh, that's so funny, because Garfield, wasn't he always like super cynical and just had this like kind of look on his face? So don't be Garfield, okay? I don't know what a fun kitty cat is, but you need to be that, okay? So, all right, my loves, I'm gonna wrap it up here. If this resonated at all, please leave me a comment below, leave me an emoji, let me know what's good. Drop your zodiac sign in the comments. Come on, engage with me here, because that makes my videos spread further. It helps me grow my channel. The more my channel grows, the more readings I'm going to be offering you guys. Okay. So, you know, get with it. All right. But I do appreciate everyone's support. Thank you for watching and tuning in. I hope you have a lovely Virgo season. I am sending you all so much love. Take care. Bye.